Yo, 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 yo. Hello, Madrid. How about that? We were so close, guys, to the prediction of 3-0. Unfortunately, Guillermo in the chat on TikTok. What's happening, Guillermo? Hello, Madrid, buddy. Absolutely, absolutely. Prediction going into the game, guys. 3-0 with Vinny, Mbappe, Valverde getting goals. I think we were pretty close. I'm pretty happy. Valverde gets an easy tap in. Mbappe gets in. Super happy. So, Guillermo, what you think of the game? You get a chance to watch it? I was very, very excited. First half in this game, I thought was a little too slow. What you think, Guillermo? I was pretty jacked up. We got Anthony on TikTok, Anna TikTok, Cuban Ragnak. What's happening, Cuban? Over on YouTube. Everybody's popping in. Everybody's coming in. I was pretty excited. Cuban, what you think of the game? Bellingham is Zidane incarnated. Agreed. We'll get to Bellingham, man. What a game. What a lad. 21. Just balling out there, isn't he? I mean, screw it. Let's just talk about Bellingham. I was a little nervous that I thought he was hurt when he had that attempt in the first half where he gets the yellow card. I was a little nervous out there. Wellman, what's happening on TikTok? Liam, what's happening, buddy? I was a little nervous. A bit slow start of the game, but when the Ferrari starts, there's nothing to stop it. 100%, Guillermo, 100%. Just, man, when they start, it is hard stopping them. And I think the front three, we're going to get into the heat map and everything. I kind of wanted to talk about, Vinny, Rodrigo, and Mbappe. That was the starting lineup. Starting lineup prediction was 100% correct. Love to see it. Honestly thought he had broke his ACL in that one. Oh, man, with our luck, Cuban, I wouldn't be that surprised if that would have been an ACL injury. That would have been so just terrible, Let's start real quick before the game even. Camavinga yesterday getting hurt. I didn't get a chance to upload a YouTube video about it, talk about it on TikTok. But, yeah, super unfortunate for Kama to get that injury. It just sucks. And I think it was more his placement of his foot, less than it was. I think it was Tchouaméni on the tackle. Just awful. What is it? 6 to 7 weeks for him. Just, man, I just feel terrible for him, honestly. That's gonna be somebody we need to. So luckily, it's not an ACL injury. It's just a what is it? He sprained his knee or something like that. I think nothing was torn or broken, so that's good. And so hopefully hopefully he's back pretty quick. 6 to 7 weeks. That's not too bad. What's that put us at? Mid-October? Around Champions League. What, round 2, round 3? So it'll be good to get him back when we get him back over there. So excited about that. I don't know. 7-8 weeks for a Yeah, that's... Again, just sucks. Injuries are just terrible. I mean, I'm watching some of the NFL news that's happening too, and just all these people in the NFL are getting hurt too. It's just insane. And just to get it to in a practice like that, it's awful. Hate to see that, but we had the correct formation. So 4-3-3 was what I predicted heading into the game. We were correct about that. I was the Bellingham positioning, in the preview they showed, him more as a 10. I thought he was going to be playing more of a left center mid. What do you guys think he played as? Even Ancelotti was mad when he saw the injury. Yeah. Oh, Ancelotti was freaking. Sprained collateral ligament in his left leg, in it. Yeah, no, Ancelotti was pissed. Pissed is to say the least. I mean, I feel just terrible for him, honestly. I mean, Ancelotti, he keeps seeing it, whether it was Courtois, Militao, Alaba, he just, in practice the other day, Joan Martinez just got hurt too. So just awful. But hopefully he bounces back, and hopefully, everybody else looked pretty healthy today. So I was pretty happy about that. Again, correct formation. What do we think of Bellingham's positioning? I know very Zidane-like today. Man, he looks so good. He's such a special. The field was also ass today. It was not great. Poland needs to work on their field. Not great there. What do we think of Mbappe up top? I thought he did pretty good. He actually went to the right a lot more in this game than I thought he was going to. And one of my notes is Rodrigo, I swear, on the left wing is just a magnet for him. He's always running over there, no matter what happens, it seems. And I thought they kind of all flip-flopped a lot and overlapped each other pretty decent for it being the first game. I was overall pretty happy about that. Vinny, in the first half, it was kind of a snoozer first half, I thought, but man, he had 2 passes. The one to Mbappe was great, and then the even better one was to Bellingham. And Bellingham just like a horse on that run. Just crazy run from him. So I think that's one of the things about Vinny is he's super underrated when it comes to his through balls and some of his passing abilities. The one that Rodrigo had a chance in the first minute of stoppage time in the first half, that was kind of a bad pass. Honestly, it kind of deflects, I thought. I didn't think it was great, so it's all good, though. I think Militao almost betrayed in this game. That would have been bad. That would not have been a good way to start. We got lucky there and hits the post, so nothing bad. And I thought Rodrigo, like I said, on that, a little part of me was thinking, man, if that is Arda Güler there instead of Rodrigo, I think Arda scores that. Maybe that's just me being, hypotheticals. The first goal, though, Vinny. Oof. What a run by Vinny in this game. Just, man, he looks so ready to go. It's just insane to me. What do you guys think? I've just been so impressed with him, just how he's played so far in the preseason, along with this game. I just rate him. I rate him a lot. He should be winning the Ballon d'Or. Rudiger did really good too. I thought Militao had a pretty good. Let me look at mine. Lookman was clear on goal. And yeah, you're right. Rudiger just comes back and just fantastic defense from him. I was super happy about that. We got Alex over on TikTok. What's happening, Alex? You get a chance to watch the game? What are we thinking? I was pretty jacked up, man. I'll be honest. I was a little. It's when we play these, Super Cups. It's kind of weird. You can kind of see in the celebration afterwards where it was kind of like, yeah, good job, guys, we did it. It's kind of like a preseason game, but you win a trophy. So this is probably the only competition where I would have been like, okay, to you couldn't watch it. You were at the beach. Well, I hope you had a good time at the beach, Alex. It's all good. We're talking about it now. Guillermo, Vinny's going to link up so well with Mbappe, but they need to understand each other. Agreed. The link up between the two is good. And I think, too, Guillermo, speaking of the link up, the goal that Mbappe actually gets there, I thought, I was writing in my notes, he was actually out of position in terms of what Vinny was trying to do. Vinny was just trying to go down the line and pass it in, and Mbappe doesn't make that run where he thought he was going to, And I think the thing with Mbappe, though, he was smart enough to get back into position. So when Bellingham got it, to go back, and what a pass also by Bellingham in this, too. Just insane. And then, Mbappe, if Mbappe gets a free shot to finish it with his right foot, he's going to finish it, and that's exactly what he did. Cuban, the best of Vinny's amount is like playing against Mahomes. You stop him once, but you have in the back of your mind he's going to try you 20 or more times than he needs just to win once. 100%. There's a couple times that he gets the ball and he gets like dispossessed with it. They steal it from him. He tries something, a flare pass or something like that, a through ball to himself. It doesn't work, but you're right. All it takes is one. I think that's the thing too. With Mbappe and Vinny, all it takes is just one. Just give these guys one chance, and they just take advantage of you. It's insane. The talent that they have. It honestly felt surreal a little to actually see Mbappe today wearing that 9 kit in the white kit. I had to pinch myself a little, I'll be honest, just because, this has been something we've been waiting for years and years and years now. And for him too, I mean, the nerves, I wish he was wearing a whoop band, kind of like what Ronaldo was doing in the Euros too. I would be very curious what his heart rate was in the beginning of this game. Also when he scored too. I just fired up for him, man. Living out his dream. You'd love to see it. But on that Mbappe goal, I think we really need to give Rodrigo credit where credit is due there. The steal that he makes there and staying in position on the right side, and it's a perfect pass to Vinny. And again, I thought the pass from Vinny to Mbappe was great. Mbappe just needs to go down, and I think the more they play, it's going to be easier for them to, link up. But smart from Mbappe to, back out. Bellingham gets the ball and passes it back. I was very happy about that. Love to see it. The Vinny goal, though, well, that was a Vinny goal. The run by Vinny and Fede just getting the tap in. Super happy from him. Man, that white hair, the blonde hair is just sick. I love that hair so much. I don't think what do you guys think? Could I pull that off? I don't think so. Guillermo, I want to say I loved Courtois today. I just know he's going to be clutch. Man, I forget exactly what time it was in the game. I think it was they were on the left side, so it would have been the second half. Yeah, right at the beginning of the second half. Man, Courtois, fantastic save. Dude, he's the best goalkeeper in the world in my opinion if he's healthy. Unfortunately, last year not healthy, but I think you're right. Don't do it. Oh man, Cuban. I don't need the hate on the white hair. I am a little pale, so I get it. Maybe. I don't know. We're getting close to 800 subscribers, so yeah. If you guys are watching right now, and if you haven't subscribed already, or follow on TikTok, I really appreciate all the follows and the subscriptions. It really means a lot. Just try to make more and more videos and reach more Madridistas out there, and so I really appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in. You're gonna look like trash. You're gonna look Jersey trash, not best CM in the world. Jersey trash, probably. You're probably right. It probably would be a little bad. Not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I want to do it, but I won't do it. If this channel ever hits 1 million subscribers, maybe. That's a lot. We're a long way from that, but you never know. That's the goal, right? But yeah, man, I was impressed today. We got a look at the 4-4-2 in the second half in the last 15 minutes, but we didn't really get to see it with how they would have linked up. I have some friends. I recommend you to practice English like me. Quasi, we played great, the whole team. I hope we can continue this form. 100%, man. Let's take a look, guys. I have it up on the other monitor. Let's pull it up here. Delete that. Hide the TikTok chat for just a second. Look at this team. Look at this team. TikTok, I'm sorry if you can't see this. I'll pull up one thing for you real quick. Here you go. Here's these two. Look at this heat map, guys. And let's throw up Rodrigo too, and we'll... Vinny, very good job staying left central. And, he comes to the middle a couple times here too. But I thought Mbappe, he was pretty central. I mean, he was everywhere, but overall, again, he leans to the left. That's kind of what he does. And Rodrigo, shout out to Rodrigo, actually staying to the right overall. He still loves to, here you go, TikTok. He still loves to go to the left. But I thought overall it was good. And then also, on the right side, when you have a guy like this, Valverde just red. Look how deep that is. That's insane. That's just insane. And then let's pull up, let's see Carvajal too. I mean, my God. These two, man. They're just so far forward. I mean, this is really where the right, attack comes from with Fede and Carvajal. Just kind of what they do. I think, though, the man of the match, in my opinion, a little preview too for my video coming up later today. Man of the match has to be Bellingham. There's nobody else, man. What a guy. I wrote it down. Bellingham, most chances created, most dribbles, most duels won. The attack from him, his passing abilities, his defense, just insane. He's just an insane player. In my preview, there's been some hate on Bellingham, which just, man, it surprises me. It's kind of weird. I don't know. People just don't rate him, think he's overrated. I just don't know how you can watch a game like today and not think that he's just the best, 10 in the world, central mid in the world. Easily me. Valverde's up there too. Trust me. Don't get me wrong. But, man, the things that Bellingham does, just the supporting runs that he makes, man. I just love the man. Love him. Super happy he's wearing that famous white kit, Just love to see it. I was a little disappointed we don't get Brahim in this game for long. He played a little bit. He took out Mbappe in the 75th, and then Güler only gets 5 minutes in this game too. I was a little annoyed about that. I would have liked to see more of that. What do you guys think? I was a little disappointed. I'll be honest. In my preview, that was the lineup that we saw today. But honestly, I want to see Güler get that start at right wing. And I think we're going to get that more this season as the season goes on. This is a big year for Rodrigo. What do you guys think of Rodrigo, though, today? How do you think he did? Carlos, what's happening over on TikTok? Quasi, who was your man of the match? Let me know. Güler definitely should have got more minutes. Agreed. Cuban. Güler got 4 minutes. You wanted him to start. That's how I felt, man. That's exactly how I felt too. He's just class. So since he didn't start though, what do we think? We should sell Rodrigo while we can. This is kind of the opinion I'm very curious about. Is if we sell Rodrigo now, how much are we getting? Julian Alvarez, Bellingham 100%, Quasi 100% agree with you. 100%. He only gets the assist, but everything else that he did today is just class. Just such a good player. The thing with Rodrigo is Julian Alvarez got 95 million from Atletico. So you would think Rodrigo's at 120 minimum euros? That's what I would say. I don't know. I just think I don't think his value goes down this year unless he gets hurt. 80 to 100. No, man. Are we talking British pounds? We can't sell Rodrigo. He's clutch for us. I'm telling you, though, guys, that steal that he gets today was insane. So good from him. And then just the counterattack right away was so good. I think we're getting more than 80 to 100. I don't think we're considering that, too. I wouldn't consider it. Because I think next year, if you really want to sell him, do it next year and you're going to get the same amount. Pounds. Okay, what's the conversion rate? Let me do that. What's the conversion rate? Pounds to euros. Let's see. Okay, 100 pounds is 116 euros. So 100, it's right around the 120 that I was talking about. since it would be City buying likely. Yeah, it's City or PSG. That'd be the two. If he goes to City though, that man, I don't know how that works out for him in the long term. And like, does that even make City better? Not saying that Rodrigo's not great. It's just the way that they play. They take all the fun out of the players, right? I mean, look at how Haaland was at BVB, and then look at how he is at Man City. No fun. That's what I think, at least. He would start at the left, though. I think that's going to be kind of the determining factor for him, is does he want to come in and start on the left? Guillermo, what do you think over there on TikTok? Should we sell Rodrigo? We got Gabriel Luani, too. What's happening? If it's City and the player wants to go, Man City have to pay at least £130 million. Ooh. Quasi, I don't disagree. Speaking of people trying to spend a lot of money on Real Madrid players, what do we think about the whole Vinny Saudi Arabia thing? It's tough to take that serious, especially, it's weird. It wasn't even a Saudi Pro League team. It's like the state of Saudi Arabia who wants to come in and pay that much money. I don't know about that. And then I made a video talking about it and saying, okay, Guillermo says probably not. I would like to see him become a villain for Madrid. You wouldn't want to see him become a villain. Okay, I was going to say, I'm like, that's a interesting take. Go to Barca to be that. Dude, yes, City is literally a Wall Street corp. They run well. They are soul-sucking, 100% soul-sucking. It's just what they do. They take all the fun. I mean, Jack Grealish, this is what, like, I like when they go to Real Madrid, I guess. But, Jack Grealish at Aston Villa was fun. He was fun to watch. I liked when, Aston Villa's on the TV. You're like, oh, cool, they got Jack Grealish. You get to watch him. They just kind of take all these players and just ruin them, in my opinion. They're a good team, but just playing in Pep's system is just trash. It's trash, in my opinion. Not a fan. We are never letting Vinny go. No, we shouldn't. And that's the thing, too. I talked about it in my video, and I think I'm right. Again, there wasn't an official bid out there for Vinny. It was like from the state of Saudi Arabia or something like that. And the whole Vinny thing, they would have had to pay the €1 billion release clause, and then they were going to pay him $1 billion over 5 years salary. That's crazy. Crazy money. But, I mean, if like, let's say if hypothetically, guys, if Real Madrid get that, who are we getting as left wing? Like, Vinny's probably worth that. He's probably worth $1 billion. I mean, who's the left wing who can compete with Vinny? Who's like the second best left wing in the world right now? I don't even know. If it was like an open market, if somebody's willing to pay that for Vinny, that's probably how much he's worth. So I don't want him to go at all. So that, and Perez isn't going to consider that. It was the Commerce and Tourism Department. Insane. You think Nico? Hold on. I don't think Nico. I'll be honest with you. Thoughts on Endrick entering the season competing against Mbappe's spot? I made a video, Guillermo, on my YouTube channel. Recommend checking it out, but I'll give you a quick summary. I don't think Endrick's going to really compete this year for Mbappe's spot. This is a long-term project. Kid just turned 18. I predicted, like, if he can play 30-ish games this season for Real Madrid and get like 15 starts, against lesser competition, Copa del Rey, something like that, that's really where his opportunity will come. And then maybe 10 to 15 goals and assists for him this season would be like a good benchmark. Look at how Julian Alvarez did in his first season for Man City. I think that's kind of like the benchmark that I would like to see for Endrick entering this year. Good question. Appreciate it. Best left wings in the world. Let's see what Google will say. Looking over at 90, Kylian Mbappe, Vinny. They have Son Heung-min as number 3. Rafael Leao, Kvaratskhelia, Martinelli. I mean, man, that drop off between 1 and 2, that's an insane drop off. That's an insane drop off. Nico Williams, he's a little older. If Vinny does go, which isn't happening, the move Rodrigo to the left, start Arda, and get one player. Oh, yeah. I mean, Quasi, I think you just answered the question. We got Smithing in the chat. What's up, Smithing? You predicted Valverde would score. So did I, buddy. So did I. And it's the blonde hair. I was telling Cuban earlier that I was like, maybe I should do my hair. And he was saying, no, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, Valverde, great game from him. The stats aren't going to tell you that. But if you just watch him, just what he does, and just, I mean, the positioning on that goal makes it easy for him. Easy tap in. He's 3. Maybe. I like Quasi's idea, though. If, again, we're not going to sell him, so no need to worry about that. But I probably would move Rodrigo to the left, Arda to the right. That's the thing, though. Is Arda a right winger, or is he a central mid? I kind of want to see him play a little deeper. I talked about it before, but if you switch Valverde and put him on the left, if we do a diamond, so you got Bellingham at the top, Güler on the right, where Valverde would be, and then Valverde over at Bellingham's old spot on the left, and then Tchouaméni deep. I think that'd be an interesting lineup. I'm very curious about that. Or, I mean, as a PSG fan, I'm happy that Mbappe is doing well in Real Madrid. Hey, you got smashed. I appreciate it. You know, love for France. Hold on. Let me grab my France hat for you. I'm not sure if you're French, but I do occasionally rep France. I speak a little French too. Nina says, I wish they scored more than 2, but 2's not bad. I agree. 2's not bad. Daily Soccer came in late since Xfinity's trash, but expensive. No homework. Hey, good. Hope first day of school was good, Daily. Nina, and another wish for me is just to see Güler play more minutes. 100%. Nina, I think this is the Arda Güler fan club. I think it's official. This YouTube channel is the Arda Güler fan club. I will talk about that kid forever. Guillermo. Valverde just keeps the team on a high pace. I love him. Are you from USA, bro? I am from USA. Hala Madrid. Yes, in the chat. Always. Inarimas. I am from the US of A. But I'm global. I'm global. That's the best way to describe it. But we're based in the US. Never know where I'm going to be. Downtown's the best way to describe myself. Imtiaz, Hala Madrid. Subbed and liked. Do you think Real Madrid will dominate Barcelona again in La Liga? Hey, appreciate the subscription, man. Really do. Will we dominate Barcelona? I think so. I think for sure. Just because I actually think that Atletico is going to be a bigger competition. Atletico was good last year. Like, honestly, Atletico was nasty. I mean, I think they're the only team who beat us in all competitions. I think that's right. I know they beat us at least in one of the tournaments. I can't remember the game, but Atletico's good. You know, they add Julian Alvarez. I thought they were going to be adding Conor Gallagher, but you got smashed, though. Again, appreciate the subscription, man, and the like. Everybody watching, thank you so much again for watching, the videos. I love doing these things. So, all the subs, all the follows, all the likes, very much appreciated. We are tired of winning trophies. Never tired of winning trophies. What are we talking about? I just want the next one. That's my favorite trophy, the next one. Fede Valverde, the rightful heir to the number 8 jersey. You are correct, sir. Fede looks great in that 8. I love it for him. He looked a little sad, though, in training. He was missing Kroos. I was missing Kroos today, too, man. One more year of Kroos would have been great. I don't think we dominate. Quasi says, I don't think we dominate Barcelona, but the competition will be fierce. I think we do dominate. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Is Nico Williams going to Barca? I know that Athletic Bilbao, if I said their name right, just gave Nico the number 10, but he could still leave. Transfer still open. The best thing that he's still young and still have a long way in front of him and can do mistakes if he plays, but it's okay. He will learn. Yes. Atletico, they're not easy, to be fair. No, Atletico is good. That is the way they play Real is tough. Tough. Guillermo says, I live in Mexico, and I got to see them in Los Angeles 2 years ago. Happiest day of my life. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Haven't got to see them in person. I was in Spain, 2017? Got to tour the Santiago Bernabeu. That was awesome. Loved it. METS says, hell no. I don't know what you're saying hell no to. But it's all good. We only lost to Atletico Madrid last season without Mbappe, but this season with Mbappe. I wish that doesn't repeat itself. You were correct. We have not lost with Mbappe, everybody. I think people need to understand that. We're 100% never lost with Mbappe starting. He looks good. I mentioned it. I wrote it in my notes too. I think, though, it's going to be such a benefit for Mbappe getting this goal right off the bat. And, kind of it's a weight off his shoulders. You know what I mean? He's not going to have to go into the season and be nervous, about like, oh, am I going to get a goal right away, in the Santiago Bernabeu, when am I going to get my first Real Madrid goal? It's already done, already taken care of. You also support Real Madrid. I'm glad that Real Madrid beat Dortmund in the Champions League final. Haha, as they beat PSG in the semis, which I was very upset about. That's fair. Hey, anybody who supports Real Madrid is welcome here. So, yeah, I was actually surprised how far Dortmund got. I mean, they lose Bellingham. Sancho was pretty good for them last year. I wish Sancho would have stayed at Dortmund, but it's all good. I think a couple things for Real this season that I'd like undefeated at home. I think that's something that I think we did last season. That should be very accomplishable again. And I'd also like 100 points in La Liga. I think those are two pretty good goals. Kroos was very important. Will Valverde play his role? It's a little different. I think Valverde is going to continue to play his role. The role I was actually curious. Nobody's Kroos. There's a reason that he's so special and won so much, and why he was just so important for Real Madrid. But I thought Camavinga had a chance to come in and play. He's not playing Kroos's role. Nobody's playing Kroos's role. But I think it's going to be Camavinga when he's healthy. I think Modric is going to play something similar in a diamond shape. And I also think Arda Güler has a chance to play that sort of role too. So it's going to be fitting in those three. In the midfield, I think it's going to be interesting to see. Get smashed. Thoughts on Endrick? Was he a pointless signing? Or do you think he needs more time? He needs more time. Somebody asked earlier about it. Again, I made a video about it talking about kind of my expectations for him. But long story short, 30 games is what I'd like to see him play this year. We should be playing 70, 75. So if he can get in a third of them, half of them, I'd like 15 starts from him and then like 10 to 15 goals and assists this season. I don't think he's a pointless signing. He's going to be important probably 2 years from now. He'll be coming in a lot more, I think. Also, I mean, you never know too, this is the thing too. It looks a little pointless right now when you have everybody healthy. But as you can see, bodies, people get suspended, people get hurt. It's going to be important to have, a deep team. Guillermo says, talk about the game. I didn't like how they got us on the counterattack so easily. Yeah, me too. It's just because how deep, far ahead we're playing up on them. It kind of happens, but we mentioned it earlier. Rudiger did a really good job, I thought. Carvajal, I mean, also, what a lad. Kahindi says, they're both different. Nobody's Kroos, but Fede will perform in his role, but no one can replace Kroos. 100%. Kahindi, if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, 100% agree with you. Nobody's going to replace Kroos. Nobody's getting asked to replace Kroos. But if Valverde can continue to play the role that he does, it's going to be important. Daily Soccer Stuff says, can you rank these 6 Real Madrid players from the game? Sure. I think you're pretty close to the order. Bellingham, number 1, clearly. I'd probably go... probably Vinny, Mbappe. Or no, I'd probably go... Güler's last. Bellingham... Vinny Valverde, Mbappe. Pancho Mike, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Rudiger, Guler. It's kind of tough to see. I'd have to look at the full stats, but Bellingham clear one. Guler clear bottom just because he played like 5 minutes. Nina says, yeah, you're right. Most of the Real Madrid analysis that I've seen say Carlo will use a 4-4-2 in the diamond. Nina, he's going to use both. 4-3-3 is what I predicted today. And I think it's going to be interesting to see, when we're playing different opponents. If we're playing Man City, Atletico Madrid, it's going to be diamond. I'd be shocked. And I think I thought we were going to get in the I thought we were going to get a little preview when Rodrigo came out. And they were going to go to a diamond with Modric coming in, but we didn't get it just because, the game was over. So I think we'll get it later in the year. I don't trust Millet. You got smashed. Says I don't trust Militao in defense. He hasn't been the same after his injury. His performance tonight, I think, was mid at best. Not the best performance in the world for Militao. I think, man, he looked rough last year, though. Again, ACL injury, coming back from it. You're never 100%. It's usually like, at least in the NFL, college, or in like football and stuff like that, and even football, it's like a year after. That's when you really like pick it up. And so I think he'll be better this year as the year goes on. You want more possession? I agree. Just call you Kenny. Kenny's easy. I can do that. Quasi says, I still have PTSD from the 2009-2015 Barca. I want us to continue what we're doing without boasting or taunting Barca fans. Not even taunting them, really. I think PTSD is understandable. That was a special team. But I'll be honest, if Barca is wasting $60 million on a midfielder, Danny Olmo was pretty good. He had a good... I don't think he's worth 60. I mean, he might prove me wrong. I don't think he's worth 60. And I don't think that solves any issues that Barcelona had. The approach, I mean, finance-wise, Real Madrid and Barca, it's night and day. The way we approach things, there's a reason why we're not going and paying just any money for any random center back. We're not paying $30 million for a random. So, Smithing, is it true that Bellingham played without his back protector, so this is why he returned his form before the injury? I don't know. I know that they said he was injured. I actually don't know. That's a good question. How scared were you in the first half Bellingham collision? Man, Poncho, I was crazy. Guillermo, I'm going to change to YouTube, bro. Just subscribe. Hey, Guillermo, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying to get the chat to work on TikTok and YouTube. It's just not working. But, yeah, switch over to YouTube, man. Get the whole squad over here on YouTube. So, again, if you guys could like the video, too, I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys all watching. I love doing these too. So if you guys want more of these in the future, let me know. I know we're like an hour and a half since the game finished, but I like coming on here, talking about the game, talking about what we liked, answer questions. I'm going to be making my match reaction, review post game after this too, and so they'll be up on my YouTube really soon. But yeah, Poncho, I was scared. I thought, the luck that we've had, ACL injuries. It's just bad. It's just bad. So I thought Bellingham was done. I'll be honest with you. So I'll take a yellow card of him limping away. I was happy about it. Quasi, man, if Bellingham got injured there, I might have cried. I was pretty close to it. Kenny says, I was scared too when Bellingham collided with Atalanta. Am I saying that wrong? Atalanta. Somebody commented about it. Atalanta. I'm just used to Atlanta in the States, Nina, in the first half, I was a little upset because they used long balls instead of playing normal on the ground. Nina, you're right. It was kind of interesting to see Courtois over there just pelting these balls forward to, Vinny and Mbappe. I thought it was interesting. What Premier League team do you support? I actually supported Tottenham way before Real Madrid. So, Daily, I been a Real Madrid fan for a while now. I want to say 2014 is when I got into them. Didn't watch them growing up. We didn't have the channels. 2014 is when I got to them. I went to Madrid in 2017. Did the whole stadium tour, everything, and been watching since then. A couple years ago, my buddy, just to watch, I picked Chelsea. And I'm rooting for Chelsea even though if they play Real Madrid, I want Real Madrid to win 100 out of 100 times. It's just to have somebody to root for over the Prem. What made me a Real Madrid fan? FIFA 14, Cristiano Ronaldo, pink cleats. Just honestly, just FIFA. Just FIFA. It was the whole, not Mbappe, Messi versus Ronaldo thing. The default team was Madrid. I just loved playing with them, and ever since then, it's just been kind of who I've been rooting for, and I think when you go to the Santiago Bernabeu, you understand the magnitude that the club is. Seeing those lockers, seeing the Bale locker, Marcelo, James Rodriguez, man, it's insane. So yeah, just kind of falling in love with the way Cristiano played the game. Kind of just made me fall in love with it too. This is funny too. I live in the States, but my national team is Brazil, which might be like, whoa, where's that from? I had a PlayStation Portable, if people know what that is, and on the game, I don't remember the game, but Brazil was a starting team and Ronaldinho was sick on that team. So I root for Brazil when it comes to World Cups and stuff. So when the ball goes to Atalanta players, they get it back. Daily side, how far am I from 800 right now? I don't even know. We're 789. I don't think unless there's a bunch of subscriptions coming through, I don't think we're reaching 800. But we're getting close. Love the chat, love the reception. Guillermo, what made you a Real Madrid fan? I'm actually curious from everybody in this chat. What made you a Real Madrid fan? Kenny says, to me, Zidane goal against Bayer Leverkusen Champions League final made me a Real Madrid supporter. Man, going back, that was before me, watching that. So I can't be like, oh, yeah. But going back and watching those highlights of those teams, Zuzu. I love Zuzu as a coach. That's unfortunately just because I'm younger, what I know him as. Pratik Sabal subbed. Hey, appreciate it, man. Hala Madrid, I appreciate it. Who do you think can replace Kroos when the matches become more intense? Nina, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'll be honest. I'm bumping my mic here. Sorry, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be Valverde is gonna play a good role. Modric is gonna play a role in that. Modric, if we watch in the preseason, he played a lot deeper. It's gonna be, I think him, Bellingham might play a little deeper too. Maybe you put Arda at 10. Arda's gonna come in there. Camavinga when healthy again. He's gonna be back. Okay, I'm going to pronounce it. So if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. But Buggy1X, thoughts on Man City being Champions League favorites? Pratik, again, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. It's a little delayed on my stream, but again, appreciate the sub. Man City being favorites? It's probably pretty close between how Man City is and how Real is. Chad's blowing up right now, so if I'm behind, I'm sorry. It's gonna be between us and them. Let them be favorites. It's fine. You don't win a trophy if you're the favorite, So who cares? They're a good team. They still have a lot of players there. It's pretty much for the next 5-10 years until they get their 115 strikes or whatever. It's gonna be us and Man City competing for it. I think. If anybody else wins it, I think everybody would be pretty surprised. You got smashed. The Vinny and Rodriguez are the only ones who still hit the Sue celebration. You guys like that? The Sue. Love them both. Hopefully Rodriguez stays in Real Madrid and won't leave for another club due to Mbappe's arrival. I love the Sue celebration. I love I love that Vinny celebrated doing the Mbappe, the shoulder one today. Love that. I'm hoping Rodriguez stays. I don't want him to leave. Again, if he went to Man City or something like that, I just think it ruins him. Guillermo, my Spanish uncle made me watch the 2003 final when I was 5, and ever since then, I've been a Madridista. That's awesome, man. Shout out to your uncle. Kenny says, but Modric won't start most. Kenny, I think it's gonna be interesting, man. I think it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna be playing a lot more especially, than last year. 39, but he looks healthier this season than I think he did last year. So I think Modric's going to play a lot more than we think. And, captain, add on to it. Smithing says, I became a Madrid fan when I saw them winning the league in 2012 with more than 100 points with Mourinho. That's awesome. I like that. I think it's, fun that everybody has their own story. Quasi said, to be honest, I don't care how much possession they have against us. Once we are around Man City, we'll never be favorites. I agree. Kenny says, yes, 2008, I became a Madridista. What was it in 2008 specifically, Quasi? Who other than Bellingham, because I think everybody kind of agrees, that's from what I've seen in the chat, that Bellingham was the clear man of the match. Who was man of the match? The vice man of the match, I guess we could say. Who was your second? We're in 7 competitions this year. How many are we getting? Ooh. Well, we get one. Did the Super Cup count? I think La Liga. What's the one we lose? The Copa del Rey? What's the one we always lose? Chat, let me know. I forget. I'm making a vid while watching you. Awesome, man. Hope I don't mess up your video. I want to say that I have a twin brother and he's a Barca fan and total disgrace, but the Clásicos are so fun. Twin brother and a Barca fan? Ooh, sorry for your brother. We'll want to sell Rodrigo for 120 million. Okay, Smithing though. Did it get deleted? I don't know where it went. I saw the 120 million for Rodrigo. Okay, if we sell Rodrigo for 120, then what? Yeah, Nina says, yeah, it's Copa del Rey. Awesome. I'm trying to catch up on chat, so sorry. At least 5 trophies, Quasi says. Okay, so we got today. I think La Liga should be 100%. If everybody stays healthy, I think that. Champions League, I give us a good chance there. Copa del Rey, we lose. Club World Cup? It's been a while. I don't remember the last Club World Cup, so 5 would be good. 1, 2. 5 would be good. Win every game at home. That's what matters. Kenny, to me, Bellingham, man of match. 100% Kenny. I don't think anybody should disagree with you. I talked about it before, but I will bring it up once again. Bellingham in this one. Most chances created. Most dribbles. Most duels won. The attack from him, the passing was great. The runs into the box were great. Defensively, he's great. He's 21. He's 21, guys. He's such a special player. It's insane. Would I sell Rodrigo for 120? I wouldn't. I just don't. If you sell him, I think you should invest it in somebody else. I guess we can invest in a center back and put Guler out there. I'd love to see Guler play more. Before Kenny says to Guillermo, you have El Clasico being played between you and your twin brother. That's funny. Personally, Valverde and Mbappe were better than Bellingham. Oh, Daily Soccer, I think you were in school, man. I don't know. I don't believe you. What do you, Daily Soccer, put in the chat why you think Valverde and Mbappe? Man, Bellingham was special today. Special. Redneck said it earlier in the chat that Bellingham looked like classic Zuzu out there. Quasi said, seeing Ronaldo sign for Madrid, I can't remember what year. I loved Madrid ever since. Hey, that's an awesome reason. Were you a Manchester United fan or just just having, Cristiano there made it special? Nina says, yes, I agree. La Liga and Champions League, at least quarterfinal. If we are out in quarterfinals, for me, it's okay. I want to win every game. I never want to come on here and tell us, man, it sucks we lost. Kenny says, Bellingham brought back the Zuzu style, 100%. Man, he's so good. He's so good. In that 5 kit too, Kenny, it's clutch. It's clutch. I love it. I celebrated the UCL final so much my vocal cords suffered. Couldn't talk for a few days. That's good. I like that. I like it. Okay. Oh, got Echo talking to me. I think today was a start of something great, guys. I really do. I think it's going to be such a fun journey to watch. You know, I'll be here making all these videos too. Really enjoy making these videos, but just watching over the next couple of years, Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham. You know, we need to understand. I mean, looking in the past, you know, when we had Ronaldo, Bale, you know, BBC, Benzema. Man, I miss Benzema too. When we had them, we have to realize what a special moment it was. I think right now we need to realize too what a special ride this is, and what just such a joy it's going to be for Madridistas the next 5-7 years. And so we just need to appreciate it, I think. You got Smash that if Real Madrid doesn't win the Champions League this year, most fans will find it unacceptable because we won the Champions League without a striker last season. I personally think there's a lot of pressure for Mbappe. There's a lot of pressure, you know. Pressure builds diamonds, though. It's hard to win the Champions League. It just is. You know, Real makes it look easy. You know, knockout rounds. We always find a way, it seems. I don't think that there's all the pressure on Mbappe. It's kind of if he doesn't deliver in those games, then I guess, you know. I mean, that's the pressure's on him. I think he got a lot of pressure off of him today when he scored, though. I think that's going to be really beneficial for him moving forward. Kenny says to Guillermo, I'm a twin in Nigeria, too, with a twin sister. And twins in the chat. What's happening? Got Nigeria in the chat. We got Mexico in the chat. States in the chat. We got a worldwide chat going on. Love it. Madridistas everywhere. And that's a special thing about Real Madrid right there. Daily soccer stuff. Not because they score goals, but because, actually, I just watched the second half. That's funny. If you could bring someone back to Real Madrid, who would you bring? In terms of like prime or just like any player now? Because if it's any player today, if it's anybody today, Tio Hernandez, left back. I think he'd be good. Probably didn't expect that, but smithing table. Last 10 years, Real won the UCL 6 times, so they're not forced to win it this year. Last 11. Agreed. I want them to win it. I want them to win every single one of them. What's the best memory you have being Madridista? Me, the Ramos goal score in 2014. When I think of Real Madrid, again, I have to link it to Cristiano just because pressures builds diamonds, Nate Lenz says in the chat. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate that. For me, it would be the Cristiano Ronaldo goal against Barca where he beat, I can't even think of his name. He was married to Shakira. I can't think of his name. Smoked him, dropped him, left shot, or right-footed shot outside the box, ripped off the shirt. That's just nasty. Again, Roberto Carlos. Okay. Well, Kenny, I thought we were talking about like players who were playing now, not just like any player ever in the history, but different question, I guess. Not forced to win Champions League. Nate Lentz, when did you become a Real Madrid fan? Nina says, for me, the biggest joy as Madridistas is the, I'm going to butcher that, remontada against City, 6-5 in the Bernabeu. That was nasty. That was awesome. Madrid fans already said a poor last 16 before the season even began. This is true. That is actually why Endrick's were in 16 too, I'm pretty sure. To get the 16th. Kenny, I didn't know we're bringing back any Madridista ever. I was thinking like, well, think of Kenny. Think of currently. Who are you bringing back? Chat, what's the best memory you have? Good question, Guillermo. There's a lot of good memories, man. We're going to be making more. Only getting started. I'll tell you, Mbappe's was today. That's for sure. I was so happy he started. People didn't think he was going to... I don't know. It's like, man, if Mbappe's healthy, he's starting. I'm curious what the nose situation is, too. I think we forgot. He broke his nose a month and a half ago. Which player in Barcelona you want to play for Madrid? Okay, smithing table today. Would I want to play for Real? Or like in years past? Because if it's years past, it's obviously Messi. But today, I think it'd probably be last 16. Did I say it wrong? I don't know if I said it wrong. Oh, well. I would say if it's today Barcelona, just give me Lamine Yamal. I just want to steal him. I think it'd be funny to steal him. Also, he's a right winger, too, so, I mean, give us options. I mean, who else? Let me see. Let me look. Who would you say smithing table? Let's see. I think it's going to be Lamine Yamal, unless somebody else jumps out to me. Maybe Ruhu? I can't. Ronald. I can't pronounce his name. You guys will realize my pronunciations suck. So, if he was healthy, maybe Ronald or Ruha. Whatever. Fuck. I can't say his name. The Uruguayan center back. You would choose. Kenny says, Hakimi's that's a good pick, actually, just because, Carvajal next year might be his last year, maybe one, a +1. It'll be interesting to see. Let's see. Or Joselu. Man, I wish Joselu would have stayed. I was a little disappointed he left just because what he brings, I mean, that's Endrick technically is replacing him in terms of like squad, but those are two completely different players. Like he's a true center forward, number 9, and it'd just be so good to have Joselu back. Kierma says, I'm in my villain era. Nina, they give us Man City every time in Champions League, but if it was another team, who would you prefer? Me? I would prefer Arsenal. I don't want Arsenal to get that far. I don't think they're that good, personally, too, when it comes to Arsenal. Probably Bayern. Let's see. Or Liverpool. I like making Liverpool cry. Kenny says, yes, Arsenal. I would like us to play with them and defeat them. I think that's a good pick. I like defeating Liverpool. I remember, man, when Ramos fouled. Oh my God, I was blanking on it. Salah, and Salah. Oh man, I felt a little bad, but took him out. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. We got La Liga though, guys. A couple days, Mallorca. I wish I was in Mallorca right now. That's a place to be on vacation. That would be not too bad. Also, what's the word? Apparently, Lamine Yamal's dad got stabbed or something a couple hours ago. He good? Why are we stabbing people out there? Carlo said earlier, this is from Fabrizio Romano, guys, on signings after the Euro case and Camavinga injury. No, our market is closed, and I will not ask for any other signing. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with Carlo? Do you think that we should sign somebody else? If so, who? Daily site. No, I did. I said Aruhu or probably Lamine Yamal. I like to see Madrid defeating Chelsea. They do that every time, it seems. Comeback in Anfield was also good from 2-0 to 5. Man, that comeback was insane. You're right about that. Nina says, yeah, I heard he's out of hospital in good condition. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't want anybody to get stabbed, you know? Guillermo, I hope Lamin's father's okay, for sure. For sure. That's good. We do defeat Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, and Bayern. I want Arsenal. We should break that defeat record with them. Kenny, I think you might be right. You and, who else said it? Was it Nina? I think you might be right, though. It would be good to see us actually defeat them. Would not hate that. You Got Smashed says, those Barca fans always hype up their players so bad. First they say Ansu is the next Messi, and now they're saying hyping up Yamal. Man, there's no next Messi. That's kind of what Barcelona does. I'll be honest. I made a thing talking about it, and the amount of Barcelona people who would say that they would okay, I'll ask you guys first. I know we're a little biased in here for Real Madrid, but I said Lamine Yamal for Rodrigo. Who says no? And they were flabbergasted, man. They basically thought I said like Messi or like a bench player. It was insane. I think some of those people think Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world, which is crazy. He could be eventually. He might be, but I need to see more goals from him. Like, he had a pretty good Euros, but again, he was just getting assists. He got one goal. It was a great goal, but he got one goal. So, oh, soccer stuff, you're good. No worries, bud. Guillermo, I can't stand City fans. Okay, so I went to a City preseason game a couple weeks ago, and they're not really City fans. It's kind of it's a weird thing. Apparently in Manchester too, I have friends over in England, and they're saying there's no real City fans overall. Yeah, me too. I don't like City fans. They're so much hyped. They think they're unbeatable. Yeah, they're annoying. Oh man, the Rodri love that he gets. He's a good player. In like, would I take him at Real for sure? I'd probably take him over Tchouaméni, even though I love Tchouaméni, but loyalty there. But the love that he gets, it's insane. I would, yes, but in a few years. Got it. It'll be interesting. What's your like bold prediction for Real Madrid this season? What's the bold prediction? And I want to hear from you. I've asked every chat so far. Who has a better year? Is Vinny gonna have a better year, or is it gonna be Mbappe? I want the Ballon d'Or prediction for 2025, because I think Vinny's winning it this year. He should be. I want the prediction for next year. Let me know in the chat. I want to hear from everybody. For me, I think Vinny's going to have a better year. And I think his assists are going to go through the roof, though. It's going to be insane numbers. I'm not sure if it's 40 could be possibility. Goals and assists for him this year. And then I think hot take, Mbappe might get like 30 goals. La Liga. That's going to be an interesting one. Bellingham or Mbappe today? Two different players. Daily soccer stuff. I'd probably say Bellingham just because I'm a little more loyal. And just because I think Vinny's the best left wing in the world, if not the best player in the world right now. I love Mbappe. Super happy he's here. You Got Smashed says, I wouldn't be surprised if Hakimi rejoins Real Madrid after his contract ends with PSG, given now that Mbappe is with Real Madrid. I would agree. Hakimi would be a good option on the right back. I just think there's nobody like Danny Carvajal is so underrated that we just kind of forget about it, like how good he is defensively and just attacking wise too. There's not really a right back out there that's like him. The Trent Alexander-Arnold links are interesting. Nina says, I think Mbappe for me will step up and be the star. You could be right. I mean, I want both of them to succeed, so I'm not hating on either. Smithing says, Rodri went from underrated player to an overrated player. There was a lot of stadiums better than him, and no one that then even got nominated. Agreed. I mean, Bellingham in the final, not Magnum. I mean, okay, real quick, too. Let me just rant. How does Rodri win player of the tournament in the Euros? He didn't even do anything. That was a joke. It should have been Olmo. Lamine Yamal could have got it. Nico could have got it. 2 other midfielders, too. I can't even think of who it was. Euro's been forever now. Kenny says, I think Vinny is still going to win the Ballon d'Or, and because of his assists will rise this season. Okay, so, Kenny, do you think... I think he's going to win 2024's Ballon d'Or, the one in October, so in 2 months. But you think he's... Oh, for 2025. I just read it now. Okay. Back-to-back would be interesting. Talking about the defense, are we going to sign somebody after the Euro saga? Guillermo, I was just reading the over on Twitter. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. I don't know if it's on this video, but it's on my channel for sure. I'm going to be trying to chat over there more. So if you guys have a Twitter, if not, no worries. Mbappe wants a number 7 shirt. I know it's just like I don't think he does. You got smashed. I think he wants 10, and he'll probably get it next year. Danny Olmo deserved it. MVP, yeah, I agree. But you got smashed. I'll be honest, I'm rocking. I don't know if you guys can see. I got the Mbappe kit. 9 is my favorite number, so I will probably get the orange one. I'll probably get for sure. I was thinking getting Fede on the orange kit. What do you guys? Which kit's your favorite kit, too, guys? We like the white kit. I like the white kit. Do we like the orange kit? What do we think of the new 3rd kit, too? If you guys haven't seen it, let me pull it up real quick. I'll show the chat. Here we go. What are we thinking? This camera angle sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Here. Oh, it still sucks. Okay, I'll find somebody else. That's a different one. What do we think of that? It's a nah. I like the orange one. I like the orange kit better. This one's class. My favorite kit this year is the home kit. Simplicity at its finest. The 3rd kit is meh for me. Looks a little dirty to me. Yeah, I would probably agree. I don't love that kit. In the previews, like this preview, I thought it looked better. But, yeah, the home kit's sick. That was a must cop for me. You give it an 8.5, Nina. The white kit is the best, and 2 is the one on the screen. I'd agree. I'd agree with you. Seems like Hugo Boss Polo, to be honest. I want to see it on a pitch to say yes or no. The pitch test is the very important test for me, too. I agree with you. I think it's going to be interesting to see how often we rock that one. Also, if we get the Y3 kit every once in a while, too. I'm curious how that one looks, too. I'm currently rocking the home kit authentic version. The houndstooth pattern does it for me. We're twinning then. You got smash. We're twinning. Love this kit. This is a great kit. Can't beat the simplicity. White first, orange second, and gray just not. Yeah. That seems to be the consensus I've seen from everybody. Orange kit's sick, though. Maybe it's just kind of Halloween vibes or something, too, for the state people. But Day of the Dead from Mexico. I like it. I like it a lot, so. Well, cool. You guys got any other questions for me? Anything else we're excited about? Defenders coming. Are we signing anybody else? I don't think so. I think we're done. Real Madrid's not going to, go into the market and just get somebody just to get somebody. If somebody pops up for free, maybe. And hopefully we can stay healthy the rest of the transfer window and just the rest of the season in general. But I don't think anything's going to be happening. Daily Soccer stuff. I got the orange Bellingham one. Ooh, nice. That's a good one. Kenny, the white is the best. Agreed, Kenny. Just classic. Classic Real Madrid. Real Madrid are waiting for a big season. I've seen some videos. They're changing the grass in the Bernabeu. Are they? Interesting. I can't wait for the one game there. When's my next stream? If you guys like the stream, again, if you aren't already subscribed, I think everybody in the chat is. So again, thank you guys so much for being subscribed to me, watching my videos, interacting in the chat. Appreciate it so much. I think we might do a Mallorca chat post game, first Liga game. If you guys like the chat, let me know. If you like the live streams post game, let me know in the chat. If there's anything you want me to switch up in the chat to do it again next time, let me know. Always looking for more feedback, and whatever you guys like, try and incorporate it as much as possible. What about Laporte? Is Real Madrid still going for him? I don't think Real Madrid is going for him. I don't think Saudi was willing to sell him, to be honest, Kenny. Laporte would be a good option. Laporte. I think that'd be a good, decent option. Daily Soccer Stuff says, yes, love the streams. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Love interacting with everybody. Love talking, Real Madrid. And for me, probably for you guys as well, it's probably a nice place to, come on here with, like-minded individuals and, talk about the greatest club in the world. So love doing it. Love it, Kenny says. Yes, for me, I like it. Thank you. Thanks, Kenny. Thanks, Nina. Daily Soccer Stuff, I appreciate it. Well, cool. Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again for sure. Again, if if there's anything else you guys want to see from me in these chats, in these live streams, let me know. The streams are nice. Wishing all the best for you. Thank you, Guillermo. Hey, appreciate you coming over from TikTok over to YouTube. Appreciate it. Hope you like the other videos as well. So, but yeah, let's do it again after the Mallorca game, and hopefully we can start the La Liga year 1-0, and we'll go from there, guys. So yeah, look out if you guys, again, if you could like the video, I really appreciate it. I'll be live again after the Mallorca game, and I'll be making my post game, wrap up, talking about the game after this on my YouTube channel too. So look out for that video. I'll be coming soon. I'm going to be talking a little more in depth about those heat maps too, and I might go back and watch little clips and stuff of the game too. So real quick, Camavinga will be out for some time. Hopefully it doesn't affect Real Madrid's performance in the coming games. Nope. I think we mentioned it, I've seen 8 weeks now, 6 to 8 weeks. He'll be out. I think the depth there is important. Does anyone know where we will play Mallorca? Is it home ground? I don't think so. Let me look real quick to answer your question, Nina. It is not. It is in Mallorca. So we will have to wait, I think, at least one. Let me look at the schedule. Our first game at home, I'm going to butcher the name. Real Valladolid. My Spanish guys. Oof. Kenny, speedy recovery for Camavinga. 100%, man. Healthy. I just want everybody to stay healthy. I hate injuries. It's just the worst. Yes, so Sunday, August 25th will be the first game back at home in the Santiago Bernabeu. So very much looking for that. Yes, but we will be at Mallorca, and that's a 3:30 kickoff. So I'll set up the live stream. I'll schedule it, and I hope to see you all there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really appreciate you all. Love the chat. Love all of you. Hala Madrid. I'll chat with you guys next time, okay? Cheers. Hala Madrid.